CCC has had the wondrous opportunity to speak life and truth into every child and parent's life that have walked through its doors over the past 30 years. We invite you to join with us this year as we celebrate this momentous milestone. God bless.
So I think right around Australia, lots of small communities were beginning to kind of get a bit of an idea that as a church they could set up and start a school. And I know in those initial days, Christian Community Schools was an organisation mainly based in Sydney, and they gave a lot of assistance to the group of churches up here. So I think initially it was very much about providing Christian education in a smaller way, I guess, for the children of Christian families. It was later that I think the option for really creating a little bit more of a broader vision came into being. But in those early days, it was really Christian families and education for their children. I guess in the early phases, at pioneering phase, particularly when we headed over to the AOG church, it really was, I would best describe it as a Sunday school picnic, because there was so much enthusiasm, and half of the children were up in the main hall, and the younger ones were with Joe Schumack down in the garage, I'd call it, and it had a number of stories as well associated with that. The least being a snake being visible one day, and all the panic associated with that. But there were many, many stories. Huge thanks to the AOG Church for being willing as a church to put up their hands. Having a group of kids in your hall from Monday to Friday was probably a fair sacrifice on their part. I guess one of the things that really sits in my mind of the special stories associated with the college here was that, and it honours the teachers and all those who had a part to play in those early years. I remember a mum coming at the beginning of the year with her child, and she said, "Look, Mark, I've heard amazing stories about Kalula Christian College. I've heard that you guys work miracles with children, and that you can bring children here and they just get changed." And I said, "Well, look, it's a partnership. It's a partnership between you and us, and it's also going to require the cooperation of your child to come in to the culture of Kalula Christian College." And anyway, 12 months went by, and this lady turned up pretty much the last day of school and asked for a special appointment. And she came in and she sat down and she said, "Mark," she said, "I just want to thank you for what the school has done for us, because I much prefer the child that you have given me back at the end of the year than the one I gave you at the start." And I just think that's such a praise point for the efforts of the teachers, the efforts of the college board, and just to sow into the life of the school such that children were changed by being here.
And the good news is that nothing's changed. Our mission remains constant, growing God's kingdom through excellence in education. And we can only do it because of the partnership we have with our associated churches. So we want to say thank you. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your participation in this ministry. It's making a world of difference to students now and into the future, for their careers and for their eternity. God bless you.